Hello everybody. If you are planning to go abroad to pursue your further studies, you will have to take an IELTS score. IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. It is a standardized test to measure your English proficiency. IELTS is available in 130 countries and 1100 locations worldwide. To get admitted in the dream college and the dream university of your choice, you would need an ideal IELTS band score of 7.5. The overall range of IELTS scores ranges between 1 to 9. Now, how do you get the 7 or a 7.5? So, I, Atul Gulati from Leverage Edu, today in this video will show you how you can win in IELTS. So, IELTS is a test which tests your English ability or proficiency in 4 sections: reading, listening or speaking, and writing. The duration of the test is 2 hours 55 minutes. You have 2 options: the computer-based test or the paper-based test, depending on your convenience. The two do not differ much, either in format, content or level of difficulty. Only that the results of the computer-based exam come earlier, within 5 to 7 days, whereas the paper-based exam results are mailed to you within 15 days. Now, IELTS tests you why. The question is, why does it test us on 4 sections, and why is it important even to get, say, a minimum of 6.5 or 7 in each section? Because some universities have a requirement that each section you have to have a minimum of 6.5 or 7. While it's not that difficult, it isn't that simple either. Like any other exam, IELTS requires a thorough preparation. So, why 4 sections? Let's imagine your schedule. You would be attending lectures. So you will have to understand what your professors say. You will have to understand whatever you are hearing. You will be required to read long passages in a short period and produce written arguments and presentations. Participation in class discussions and group projects are an essential part of your learning and will carry a lot of weight in your final score. So, we don't want you to struggle either in listening, reading, writing or speaking, right? So, how do we do it? Well, I'll give you some tips and strategies in this video. First, start early. Be consistent. Meaning, if you are going to take your IELTS exams, set a deadline for yourself before the application. Try and register for your IELTS about 3 to 4 months before, so that you have your IELTS scores well in time. You may be good in English, but it's important for you to practice consistently and diligently. Talk to everybody. Leave no opportunity to practice in English orally and in writing. Try and talk to English speakers about you, yourself, your interests, your hobbies. Listen to the news, watch documentaries in English. And of course, most important is focus on the skills which are required to get the required band score. So IELTS, like I said earlier, is a test which the test takers have to take and lasts for 2 hours 55 minutes. The 4 sections are divided into the time factor as under. The test takers will have to take the listening, reading and writing tests on one day, and the speaking test, you will get a schedule. It can be either 7 days before, 7 days later, or the same day, maybe in the gap of 2 to 3 hours. So what are the skills which we really need to score high in IELTS? Let's take, for example, the reading and the listening section. These are the most scoring sections in IELTS. If you need to get a good band 8, if you are aiming for an 8 band, then you do need to answer 89% of the questions correctly in the reading and listening section. The reading section lasts for 1 hour and you will get 3 passages of about 700 words each. There are 40 questions, and in the listening section, which lasts for 40 minutes, you will hear 4 conversations. Again, you have to answer 40 questions. So, getting 89% correct means that you have to get 36 questions right out of 40. That isn't easy, no? But it's not that difficult too. So, how do we really focus and let's try and understand what are the band descriptors, how do they mark, what are the criteria that we can aim to get an overall band of 7.5 or 8 and a minimum of 6.5 in each section. The most important skill you would require for your IELTS exam is vocabulary. You need a good range of vocabulary. Your English vocabulary should not be limited so that you are not uncomfortable in the reading or the listening section. A slow range or a poor range of English vocabulary will confuse you, will slow you down, because the reading passages have an advanced level of vocabulary. The listening section also has a high level intermediate vocabulary. Another important skill which you need to focus on besides vocabulary is your English grammar. You need to have strong English grammatical skills. In IELTS, we call it grammatical range and accuracy, which means not only should you be perfect in your tenses, but also you need to have the ability to use a variety of sentence structures. You should know how to make sentences in many ways and good complex sentences. Try and practice the various means to write a certain things in different methods. Once you know that, it's not only in the writing section but also in the listening and reading section that you will be able to follow the sentences much more clearly. In the writing section, besides vocabulary and a good range of grammar, important is that you organize your essay well. The writing section is for 1 hour and the essay, which is the task 2, is the most important for its 2/3 of the marking of the test. Now in that you need to organize your paragraphs, you need to have cohesion and coherence, which means good linking words. So when you are linking your paragraphs and you are linking your ideas together, you have to use words such as forever, furthermore, as a matter of fact, in fact, consequently, subsequently, etc. Also, you need to make sure that you plan your essay. You take out 5 minutes, plan your essay, put down your main idea, put down your supporting ideas, and wherever necessary, support it with examples, especially if it's mentioned in the task. In the IELTS exam, an important brand criteria is task achievement. That you have answered your question in writing properly. In the writing task 1, it's giving the relevant features of the bar graph, and in task 2, it's giving your opinion, giving your ideas and your position. In the introduction itself, don't forget to paraphrase the thesis statement or the topic sentence, which is the essay topic. Rewrite it in your own words and state your position very clearly so the examiner knows what to expect. Don't contradict yourself throughout the essay and maintain a clear flow. In the speaking section, the important band descriptors are fluency and coherence, lexical resource, which again is vocabulary, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Let's try not to say government, we should say government. These are very small things. Some people do not place stress on their tone and on the pronunciation, but in IELTS you have to be careful. Let's say, for example, fluency and coherence. The speaking examiner will ask you a simple question. Do you play sports? So what should your answer be? You could say, yes, of course, I love to play cricket like every other young person in my country. We have been spending long hours playing cricket after school hours and also during the school break. True, nowadays I don't get much time as my working hours are very long. But yes, last year I was on vacation and I was mesmerized by the hours we spent playing cricket with my old friends. So your vocabulary, your fluency, your pronunciation, your intonation, everything is very important. Finally, important to get a good coach and a good institution which can guide you properly. IELTS exam is one such exam which students have to appear more than once sometimes because they don't get the required band they need, or in each section they don't get a minimum of 6.5. At Leverage Edu, we provide online interactive classes. We provide strategy application sessions. We have doubt clarification sessions. We do complete mock tests so that you are thoroughly prepared for the test and you know what to expect on the test. To boost your confidence that we at Leverage will help you to win, let me illustrate some results. 3 students who came to us for coaching had already appeared for their IELTS and attempted the exams once or twice before. Sukhbir came to us after appearing for his exam in December 19. He had an overall score of 6.5, listening was 7, reading was 5.5, writing was 6 and speaking was 7. In February 2020, within 3 months, he reappeared after good intensive coaching from Leverage. He got an 8 in listening, 6.5 in reading, 6 in writing and 7.5 in speaking. So there was a jump in each section, and in no section did he get less than 6, which was his requirement for his university. His overall score also improved to a 7. Amrit had also given his IELTS exam in February 2020. He had an overall score of only 6 and his individual scores were as follows: reading 5, listening 6, writing 6 and speaking 6.5. Again, I gave him intensive coaching for 3 months and in July 2020, his results were outstanding. He got 7 in listening, 6 in reading, 6 in writing and 6.5 in speaking, again with an overall 6.5. So each student who came to us, not only did he improve his individual section scores, they also improved their overall band scores and they were able to get admission to the college of their choice. Even Pritish, he had given his exam in August 2019. His listening score was 6.5, reading was 7, writing was 5.5 and speaking was 6.5. He came to us primarily to improve his writing because writing scores are little difficult. It isn't that easy and he was very anxious that he should improve his score in writing. So he managed to do so. He got a 7 in writing, a 7.5 in speaking, an 8 in listening and an 8 in reading with an overall 7.5 score. These are just few examples. The students who only came to us to appear again in IELTS. The ones who have come to us have in the first attempt got even an 8 or 8.5, and our students have been invited to IDP and they are questioned as to the kind of coaching and from where they learned the methods and strategies of IELTS. So, don't you want to be wise as them? Don't you want to get a band of 8 or 7.5 and a minimum 6.5 in each section so that you don't have to repeat your IELTS again? Well, join us at Leverage. Look up to other videos here for speaking, the mistakes to avoid in speaking, and do join us to get and to win in IELTS. Thank you.